Hi there, Hastings here, and welcome to a new series called Show Some Class. And this series is going to really be about the class of car that we're in. What we're going to do is we're going to take a car such as this Astra that I've built. It's the Top Gear version, so we're going to use a Top Gear track. And you can see that it's built to optimise at D class in 400 PI, or with 400 PI rather. And we're going to race it against some C-class cars, so obviously cars in the class above. Because we're in a private lobby online, we're going to have cars that aren't fully upgraded against us, so they're going to sort of be middle of C-class probably. And we're going to start at the back of the grid, because that's how it defaults when you're in a lower class PI. And we're going to see how far up the grid we can manage to get. I'm not sure how far we're going to get, but we're going to give it a go. To get them at the AI and C-class cars, we need to change the options, and we're going to put 15 people in, so we've got as many people as we can, and we're all going to put them on unbeatable, and we're going to put them in C-class cars. Annoyingly, that we then have to go back into the options, and then change the car class, something like that, the car class to any, and we're going to select our car, and we're going to go back and pick out our Vauxhall Astra. We may end up keeping some sort of leaderboard to see which cars have got the furthest up the grid, but the different cars, the different tracks, whether I've done a good tune, if I like the car to drive, if I like the track that I'm driving on, it might get a bit varied. But I suppose that could make for some interesting sort of table, I suppose. We're just going to see what position we can get to. I'm going to load this up and I'll catch you at the start of the race. See you in a minute. Right, here we go. Starting a long way round the corner. We are at the back of the grid. I'm thinking front wheel drive, we're not going to get the best launch, so we might not make very many positions up very early. See if we can sort of cut back and get a good run, and we've gone past one already. So we can use the slipstream with this RS4. Seems to be working quite well. I think we're about to take another place. Yep, up one more place. Is that a Golf, I think? Maybe a Polo or something? I'm not really sure. I didn't see it very well. What we're going to do, see if we can go around the outside here. That was nice. 3 positions in, what's that, 2 corners for us. We're only really one on this lap. I think that's alright. Going around Chicago. Starting to slide slightly, but so is that Hyundai. Absolutely floor it, but we really haven't got the acceleration, it seems. See if we can make up any time on the braking into the hammerhead. I'm thinking probably not, because again, our brakes aren't going to be as good. Ooh, that Hyundai. Ooh, I was about to say that Hyundai didn't take a very good line there, but neither did we. Again, we're probably going to lose out on acceleration. There's a car or some cars that have gone wide. That's a Celica that's dropped back behind us, so we'll take that position. See if we can hold it flat through the hammerhead. Clip the rumble strips on the inside, keep it pinned, and we've taken it flat out. And we have made a big amount of time on that Hyundai. He's tapped his brakes past the tyres. I'm assuming they all have, because, well, me and that Hyundai are going through. I've made up a couple of positions on the braking, actually, to make the corner, which I have nicely, following that RS3 round. I do actually quite like the RS3, but I'm not a particular fan of its 4-wheel drive system. I quite like it with a rear-wheel drive conversion on this game. I think he touched the grass there to slow himself down a bit, so we might have a bit of a run going into the first corner. Touch the grass again. Ooh! Braked a bit late, and I've sort of thought about going around the outside, and that hasn't worked very well. And Honda's up the inside, but we've kept around the outside of him and not the Audi. And whew, it was a bit of a manic first corner. Ooh, I was going to hit the Audi there if I'd kept me line. A little bit of twitchiness from both the cars there. We're going to try and drag him to the hammerhead. Not going to happen, I don't think. If we can just keep a nose up the inside, we might be able to. No, we couldn't outbrake him either. Oh, there's been an accident. Celica, I think he collected the Audi that we were racing against. So we did sort of manage to get past the Audi, but it wasn't really to our merit. And we've gained another position because a different car crashed as well. See if we can keep it pinned through here again, take into the rumble strips, keeping it flat, full lot round the corner. Flat out past the tyres as well. He went a bit sideways, but as the AI brakes there, we can gain a bit of time. Not sure about going to the final corner though. Double turning corner isn't the nicest and isn't the easiest to get right either. Going to Gambon, you want to clip the inside, but not too much because you'll stick it onto two wheels like he did. Or I think it was Tom Cruise did something very similar and finished a lap up on two wheels. Quite a bit of a gap to the car in front now, so we'll be really testing the pace of this car. See if we can close the gap rather than just testing it in traffic. And there's a group of three there, then there's a group of another three ahead. And that's it. We're in 7th. That's not that many cars ahead, and we've still got, what, a lap and a half left? 2 laps and a half left. Ooh. We might be on for a very, very strong finish. You can see we're a second and a half up on our best lap so far. And especially if cars keep doing that, we're going to inherit a few positions as well as maybe earn a few as well. Let's see, he's still pretty close behind me considering he crashed there. Again, we're going to try and make up some time through here. You can see I've lost a little bit of time avoiding the Nissan in that crash. We're going to let the cars in front of us brake while we keep it pinned. Close in towards the second to last corner, pick up braking point, turn in once, turn in twice, clip the inside, and we are really closing up the back of this Celica. Have we got a good enough run to stay in his slipstream? We might have initially, but then he's just going to drive off and pretty much just leave us for dust. We'll see if we can make up any time. Well, I don't really want to make up any time, we're right behind him, but I think if we can just keep it clean, we'll probably be able to get him going through the follow-through or past the tyres. Unless we can do something into the hammerhead, which I doubt. Well, saying that I've got a good exit. But no, the cars in front are just too quick in a straight line. It's kind of a trait of this game that the AI cars, especially the driver cars, when they make them and when they upgrade them automatically, they always seem to build them with top speed in mind, and they always seem to outclass you on the straights unless you build a top speed car as well. And while I've been talking about that, another car has crashed at the hammerhead. This one's a BMW. So we might even be able to get... Oh, we're 6th. Oh, right, we are 6th. For some reason I was thinking we was 5th. I don't know what I'm thinking now. If we can... haven't really made up that much time, but we haven't really lost a lot of time. Celica's going up the inside of the Beamer. If those two continue to fight, it might benefit us. Yep, the Beamer's gone wide. That's definitely benefited us, and the Celica's got a bit of a tank slapper on there. It's a good save, but that's also benefited us. Tuck into the slipstream. He's clipped the grass or a little bit of gravel or something, so it's going to slow him down. It's an unusual line that the AI seems to take through there, really clipping the inside before you even get to the corner. But with these cars that we're both in, they're still a bit quicker than me around there. I'm just trying to optimise my exit from every corner because I'm really losing a lot on the straights and I want to sort of minimise that loss. So I'm still behind the Celica and it's the last lap and he's really pulling away down towards the hammerhead. I don't think I'm going to be close enough unless I get it absolutely perfect. We're going to cut the corner. Oh, he's crashed. I was sort of being a bit cheeky there, cutting the first bit of the corner, trying to maximise my exit to hopefully get him down through the follow-through or past the tyres, because that's where we're making up our time. But he's crashed again. I think is that 3 laps now out of the 5 that we've made up a position due to someone crashing at the hammerhead. We've made up quite a few positions because cars have crashed in, not just at the hammerhead. There was a Beamer that ran wide somewhere as well. There's that blue one that's a few positions behind us. Looking on for a solid 4th position. I don't know if that's really what I expected. We're finishing 4th. I don't know, that seems pretty impressive for a car in the class below. But I don't know if that's really good. We'll have to try out with some other cars and some other tracks and see how they get on. But, well, that's the benchmark, for sure. If you've got any cars that you want me to drive, tell me what cars to build, tell me what class to build them to, tell me what track to drive as well. And maybe in a future episode we'll try and get your suggestions in. And I'm sure we'll end up using a few cars that I quite like to drive as well, on tracks that I like as well, I'm sure. But we've set the benchmark at a 4th position in the Top Gear Astra on the Top Gear track. And with that 4th position, I'm going to leave you till next time. So, Hastings out. Goodbye.